Hey everybody, Brenton from Rocky Run Angus Ranch. Today is Sunday, March 3rd. It's about 4:30 p.m. And we are out in the shop today. I am working on a new project that I am just starting with calving season closing in on us. And in about three and a half weeks, we're scheduled to start about the 25th of March. But with that being said, my facilities are a little lacking yet as I'm just getting started and building stuff up. But today I am working on, or in the beginning stages of building a maternity pen. This is a head gate I bought from Tractor Supply yesterday. It is the County Line automatic head gate. I picked this up for, I think it was roughly $670, which is between $300 to $400 cheaper than anywhere else I can find, and even that much cheaper than used ones on the internet. I am going to be building this out of well pipe, sucker rod, and some square tubing and whatnot. As you can see, this head gate is made to mount to their County Line chute. So you got these bolt holes, top and bottom, to mount it to it. So what I'm going to do is take some well pipe. This is 2 7/8. I'm actually going to be using 2 3/8 for this right here, because there's also going to be hinges here. Going to butt it up like that, weld it together, and build the frame off of that. The reason I'm going to use 2 3/8 is because right here, going back, there's going to be a double gate, top and bottom half, which will connect at the back. But reason for that is so you can open the bottom half, swing it away so the calf can nurse underneath, if need be. And there's also going to be one on this side that's going to run parallel with the gate, so you can open it up, bring the cow in, close it around behind as a sort of a chute. They go in, lock themselves in there, and there's also going to be a double gate on that side too, for the same reason. But the biggest reason for this is in case you have a cow having trouble calving. Fortunately, last year I didn't really have any troubles. The only troubles I really had was with an older cow, with whom I actually sold already this year, just because she was getting older. It turned out she was open, so unfortunately she had to hit the road. But I calve out a few heifers every year, and those are the ones I'm most concerned about. They're not real big, so you end up having to help them once in a while. And last year I had 6 of them. 2 of them did it on their own while I was gone at work. Had no problems. Calf was healthy for both animals. But the first 4, I ended up helping because I was home. Luckily, they decided to calve on the weekend, which was kind of handy. During the day also, better yet. But in my situation here, without much for handling facilities, I pretty much had to keep an eye on them and watch them until they got tired enough, and decided to lay down so I could sneak up behind them and get the chains on them, or a twine, or whatever you got handy, and get it on the foot of the calf. And hopefully she stays laying down. If she stands up, hopefully she doesn't decide to take off running, because otherwise you're stuck chasing after a cow with calf's feet sticking out of the back end, which isn't much fun. But anyways, that's not exactly the ideal way of doing things. So instead of paying anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000 for one of these maternity pens, I'm going to build my own, and I'm going to build it strong out of well pipe, like I said, and hopefully last me forever, and even beyond that. So I guess that's the biggest reasoning for that. That's what I'm up to there. I'm not really getting a whole lot done today. Weekend's almost over. I'm going to hit it harder next weekend. Weather's supposed to be a lot nicer, and I got well pipe outside buried under a snowbank. So I'm going to work on it when it's a little warmer next weekend. But what was I going to say? I'm going to have a friend come down and help me, I think, if he's around, which is a good friend of mine. He's practically a brother to me. We work real well together. He's helped me build a few of those freestanding panels that you guys seen. So hopefully I can get him to help, and we should hopefully be able to get a good chunk of it done next weekend. But we're working in the shop today, as you can see behind me. It's kind of a disaster, but it's clean compared to what it was, believe it or not. We had the heat going, have it going. Got the old Nipco salamander bullet heater, whatever you may call it, from wherever you're from, just to warm it up in here, because as you can see, we have a door that looks like Swiss cheese. However, it's very well ventilated, so that's a plus, I guess, a plus to a minus. Got that. And up on the wall up there, we got a forced air heater, which, with this door the way it is, and no insulation in the ceiling and minimal insulation in the walls, just doesn't quite cut it. There's my 1998 Ford Escort tool cart. That's going to be another project for this next summer, I think, is to put purlings up and sheet the walls, put insulation in there, get up and probably blow insulation in the ceiling. And then my father-in-law and I have been talking for the last couple of years about replacing this door with a nice insulated overhead door, 12 by 12 or something along those lines. But that's where we're at with that. I can show you another tool here that I kind of modified to work for me for building my panels and whatnot. It's a Husky log splitter, 22 ton. I use this for pinching pipe instead of saddle cutting, which a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually probably stronger. However, this is fast and easy, works good for me, so that's what I choose to do. I do have those slip-on sleeve dies that you can put on to slip onto the pipe for doing that sort of thing. I'll show you here. Just like so. Come on. Like that. Then you can trace out your lines. You got the saddle cut here, 45, or I think that's a 30 degree or something like that. To go all the way around. And then you can use a torch to cut it out, or a plasma cutter, or whatever you might have to do that. But since I made the pipe pincher, that's what I do most of the time. But for this maternity pen, I'm thinking of doing that just because it'll be stronger, hopefully last longer. But as you can see, we're in the shop today. Kubota's in here, staying nice and warm out of the weather. And speaking of weather, this morning when I woke up, thermometer on the wall said -15, and I could hear the wind howling. That -15 in the thermometer, that thermometer is usually about 3 to 4 degrees warm, because it's on the side of the house right underneath the eave vent, so it catches some of the heat off the house. So if that doesn't make you cringe, I don't know what will. I seen on the internet today that the average temps for this time of year should be at 20 to 25 degrees above zero. So that's kind of sucky, but I guess that's just the way it is. So we deal with it. But not just wasn't just cold, but we also got about a 20 to 30 mile an hour wind blowing out here. We got some fresh snow yesterday overnight, so of course that's all blowing around, and not to mention about a 30 to 35 below wind chill to add to that. So otherwise I'd be out walking around the cows, but it's not really any fun being outside on a day like today. So we're in the shop working on a few things, trying to get some things going, make life a little easier, hopefully, if I'm calving. But that's the plan anyway. So I'm gonna keep on working on that. Like I said, I'm gonna kind of push a little harder on that next weekend. Hopefully, get some things close to finished up. If nothing else, get a good start on it so that I can work on it on my own in the evenings or weekends when I am home, when I'm not working. So that'll be that. Got a couple other projects that I'm going to go on. I might try and build my own calf warmer instead of buying one, because I think we all know those things aren't cheap. They're about $650 or so to buy one. So I'm going to do like that farmer from northern Wisconsin, and build one out of a plastic chemical tote. I already bought a heater for it. It's the same heater they put in those expensive blue clamshell type heaters or warmers. So that's going to be on the docket to get done too here. So stay tuned, I guess, and we'll show you more of how this goes, and we'll be back out with the cows here again soon, and hopefully it warms up some more. So if you like this video, if you learned anything, if you're interested in seeing these projects go a little farther, please comment, rate, subscribe. If you got any advice on any of these projects that I'm working on, please feel free to share. I'm open to suggestions, as I am no expert at any of this. So please let me know what you think. If nothing else, stay tuned, and we will get back at you again here later. Remember to eat beef, drink milk, and as Ted says, drink some beer. Thanks.